Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect. How are you doing? Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're feeling blessed on this Thursday night. I feel really good. Feeling really positive. Feeling very, um, you know, very 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 good, very positive, and also very a little bit sad because you heard about this news here. If you see it on the screen, here you go. This the Lucha Brothers expect to leave AEW to believe to be WWE bound. EBO division this is right here. A couple days ago, the Lucha Brothers are expected to leave there. The AEW when their contract expire, which looks like it's going to be in a month or so. But yet, they were going to have a trios match at AEW All In with Pac, whatever. But it looks like things change. But yeah, they look like they're going to leave WWE. But you know what? The contract between August, September, and they look like they're going to have them former trios champions or AEW champions, former international, now U.S. champion Ray Phoenix. I honestly feel very sad that this is happening because, again, I think the Lucha Brothers, probably one of the most dependable teams on AEW. I wish they could do because honestly, both are great. I love Penta. I love Phoenix. Honestly, I feel like Phoenix could have got at least a run with the AEW World Title, or at least be a top contender. Honestly, even Penta should have got a shot at that as well. I feel like they were. I don't say they were wasted. I think they were great tag champions. They were great trios champions. I mean, they were great at what they are, but I think they could have been expanded more. And that is one of the one things I really think the AEW did drop the ball on. They got a little too, you know, set in their ways and such, but I think they could do better in WWE. I think they could do it. I think they can have some good stuff. My main hope for them is um they um they actually do something because honestly, as much as I would love to see a decent runs from them, I know they're getting up there, they don't want to be all that stuff, but I think if you let them be who they are, they can be one of the best, not just high flyers, but also really good, technician, all that type of stuff in the WWE, which is, honestly, unless you're NXT, I feel like they don't know what they're doing with the luchadors. Because honestly, Andrade, I feel like he's just there. He's a speed champion, but who cares about speed? It's a shame because I really would like that. I feel like if it was like 10 or 15 years ago, I feel like WWE Speed would have been perfect for like a good old network show, like something like that, 2 or 3 minute matches, some promos, stuff like that to keep people interested in the lower card and mid card guys on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, stuff like that. But right now, it just feels like just matches for the sake of matches, and the Speed title looked nice, but I'm just like it could be better. But yeah, I think when I look at the Latino just the Latino the way WWE has done, I mean, it's that you're either you know uh they La Gente de Fantasma, or you in the LWO. I said, what about Damian Priest? I'm like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm just worried that Damian Priest, this is gonna get him. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually does join the LWO or whatever in a couple months, because they're like, well, we can't do ass kicking baby faces, so fuck it. Just put him in there for a while, because I hate the fact that they had to do like this like big match with Jay. He should be just killing everybody in in the Judgment Day, the new version of Judgment Day. You see JD McDonough, bop, just murks that big headed prick, beats him down. 1, 2, 3. Then they all jump him. He says and whatever, and you have like the Eradicator. Like they are like, we are going to destroy every single one. And heck, half some of the matches end by disqualification. The Damian Priest just picks up a chair and just wails on like Carlito and wails on Dominic or whatever. Says, I don't care about winning. I don't care about losing. I want Finn Balor. I want the Prince's head. And you build up to it. Bad blood, hell to cell, whatever. They just beat the crap out of each other. And, Damian just goes full on rage and just annihilates them. And then you have a new really big star. I don't know if he gets the world title back, but probably not. But if I really wanted to, I think you could give him another big victory. Maybe I don't want him to win the title back yet, but maybe put on SmackDown and have him feud with other people. Stuff like that. Maybe you know there's other guys there, but that's what I would do. But yeah, back to the point, Lucha Bros. I hope they are going to be used well in WWE, or they somehow miracle upon miracles they stay in AEW, and if they do somehow by miracle stay in AEW or whatever, the best. I don't know what you do with them now, because you could put them in the tag. I would love to put them in the tag thing, because I think the tag titles are being just held up by, I don't know what the Young Bucks are doing with those belts anymore. They're just sitting there stagnant. But yeah, who would have thought the Kingdom would be a better tag team right now than the Young Bucks? Seriously. But yeah, have the Young Bucks, you know, whatever. I think they should not have the trios. I think they should be focused on the honestly, you know what? I would love to see Phoenix go for the Continental Classic title. Continental Classic, or put them in the Continental Classic, Penta or whatever. And heck, maybe a world title feud or something. I would love to see Phoenix and Swerve go down, or Phoenix and Penta go down. That would be pretty fun if they actually somehow in the miracle stay. I think you should elevate them and have all that stuff and never break them up, because Lord knows I don't want to break the Lucha Brothers up. You build them around, have them be world champions, and that's it. That's what you have to do. That's what I would do if they somehow miracles they stay because they got a big TV deal or whatever, and True TV, because I hear rumors that the AEW is going to probably get that big deal supposedly in the next couple of weeks or whatever, and WBD is not looking good because they pretty much screwed up the whole cable stuff. They lost $9 billion in that. But then again, I look at all the other stuff here is, you know, they're everyone else is just not looking good. No one is looking good with the cable and everything else, because everybody, and I say everybody is looking just, you know, everyone is like, hurting right now, Hollywood and all this type of stuff. I hate when likes are private. But yeah, but I think that's what's going to really be I don't know what else you can really do or whatever. I think it's going to be you know, that sort of thing. I just think that I just think when you look at this whole situation about WBD and everything else, I think this could be a really good smart way to build up their own stuff, to build the smart thing they can do. And I truly believe they can do a smart thing like if it was smart, and I truly believe this, and I think if they are smart, they could, you know, manage the true TV stuff, manage the whole situation like that, because you're going to be, you know, yeah, people are, saying, "Oh, they're this, that, yeah." But like I said, everybody's hurting right now. Disney is hurt themselves because again, that $75 billion idiotic deal with Fox. Um, you know, I think, and now you have these. But I think that I believe that you know, but yeah, I think But yeah, I think that's what's gonna be in that whole situation. I think they're gonna be on simultask on Max because they're already putting their pay-per-views up on there. So I think, even though I my heart of hearts, and my truly believe, I really wish that AEW would go to Amazon and just put their stuff there and probably get more viewers and more people watch, because that's what they are. That's probably the best solution for them. Would be a great deal for them and probably make more money. Put their pay per views and PLEs up there and have those matches there, including Ring of Honor there as well. Would probably make more money and be more substantial and such. But then, whatever. WB fine. But yeah, but here I think they are going to lead Lucha Bros. But then the question becomes, which team steps up? I mean, Private Party, Top Flight. Let's see, who other great teams that need to step up? Honestly, I think Roderick, no, not Roderick, Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy. I think those two could be really good in a situation like that. Let's see what else. Um, let's see what other teams need to step up. I want the Acclaim to step up. They have to start stepping up a bit more. There are many teams right now that AEW has if they lose the Lucha Brothers, but it's how they book them. It's how they present them. If they present them badly or make them feel irrelevant, then that's what they are. If they do that, if they make them irrelevant, no one's gonna care. They need to start booking them as well as their women's division of Ring of Honor. Make them a part of the show. Build that stuff up, and honestly, have the Young Bucks. Honestly, at this point, have the Young Bucks lose their tag titles, maybe to Acclaim, and have the Acclaim drop the titles to. I'm gonna do some, a hot take. They dropped the titles to Top Flight. Yes, Top Flight. Oh, something like that. And then you can have the Young Bucks face them, maybe a Revolution, and they lose to Top Flight to make Top Flight be more established. And there you go. That's what I see that you should do. Build a private party. Heck, and have maybe private party start picking up victories and beating the Acclaimed or beating up FTR or whatever, and have them have a nice little, best of 5 series, because they had that little thing here too. So I want private party and don't and Top Flight be your main guys, your main pillars of the tag division as well. There's other people there you could use. You can use the infantry. You could damn sure use like I said, there's other teams you could do, the Kingdom. You can have the conglomeration. You can have all these other places to use them as well. Heck, you know what? Nick Wayne and Luchas, I mean, Kill Switch could be a team for a while if they can. That's what I'm saying. Build them up, and then you will be rewarded, and that's what I feel like. But that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, I'm gonna take a small little break here, leave something on the comic section because holy crap, a lot of people like watching my podcast stuff here. I put it on the podcast version, and people seem to like it or whatever. So, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, I want to hear what y'all say or everything else. So must people like it because I got 20,000 views, which either there are a ton of bots or the people actually like my stuff. So who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back right after this. I'm going to be doing my little review of Batman the Cape Crusader, and I have my thoughts on that and about the show here. We'll be right back right after this here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Duke CT. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is me, Dukect, back with you once again. And now it is time to do the Batman Cape Crusader. Man, there's some stuff I liked about the show, some people I didn't like it, and some other things that just, well, I just, I feel honestly a show like this feels, I don't know, it feels very, I mean, it's made by Bruce Timm, but it just feels like it's 1940s. It feels like aesthetic. I mean, heck, you got like two black people in prominent positions and no one commenting on, I mean, on their race or whatever in the 40s and such. I'm like, man. I'm like, yeah, okay. But yeah, you know what? Fine. If we can have all the fancy stuff, sure. Why not? But yeah, I mean, they did do a decent job. I think the person who played you know, Barbara, I mean, there were some the people who did that. I think you know, Crystal Joy Brown, she did a really good job uh as as Barbara Gordon. I think she did a really good job here. Oh, she's from Alexia, Virginia. That's pretty cool. So yeah, she was also in her other role was she was in She-Ra, Princess of Power, and yeah, this is yeah, she is still doing some good stuff with today, and oh, she's actually in theater too, so that's nice. And she was nominated for a Lucy Laurel Award recently with Mary We Roll Along, nominated last year. So she's really talented. I think, and also, let's see, Eric Morgan Stewart looks like that was a pretty good way to do it. I think he did a pretty good job. Jace Watkins did a really good job of Alfred Pennyworth. Hammerstone Lancaster, he did a pretty good job as Batman. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna get you know, the Bruce Wayne Batman. Gosh, there's so many, so many versions of Batman. So many versions of it. There are so many good ones and all that good stuff. So yeah, it is. So I mean, there's so many good Batmans. But like I said, from you know the animated series, from the I can't believe, gosh, my brain goes a little bit weird. Let's see, Kevin Conroy. There it is. My gosh, my brain goes off. Kevin Conroy. He's the GOAT. Kevin Conroy is the GOAT. He's that he is the GOAT stuff. Also, Adam West was good. And yeah, you have a lot of other stuff here. You got like Rio Renato did a pretty good job as well. You had Dietrich Baker, who, funny enough, also was in this show as well. He was also Batman in Batman Brave and the Bold, but also he was in this show as Harvey Dent in Two Face. Funny. I don't like how is that works because yeah, it was really interesting. But I'm gonna say something about the Harvey Dent Two Face storyline. It feels really incomplete. I feel like the whole Harvey Dent stuff being the conflicted but good natured DA, I feel like they just rushed this whole thing. And they shouldn't have rushed it. In fact, I wish they could have done more with Harvey Dent and Two Face. In fact, I wish they could have done, um, you know, part of me wishes they should have done the whole Harley Quinzel stuff, which it's fine, but without the Joker, it just doesn't really work. It just doesn't really work with that whole character. It just like she reminds me a bit of Lockup and the Hugo Strange. That's what it was. I think they wanted to do Hugo Strange or and stuff like that, but they're like put Harley and Quinzel, which I think Jamie Chung did a good job with this character, but I don't think it's just Harley Quinzel doesn't really. I don't think what does fit with this whole character. And is she going to be around when the Joker shows up? Which spoiler, Joker does show up at the end of the series. So yeah, I feel like they should have waited and maybe did a lot more storylines that connected other than the final two. I feel like they could have just had more stories that connected with it. And also all the young Robins in the orphanage. Nice Easter egg, but okay, fine. I was like, yeah, you know, but I think that if I really wanted to do something, I would basically have, and yeah, there was like, oh my gosh, the penguin who is, I didn't care about her being a woman and all that stuff. Like, I'm like, fine, that's nice. The way the penguin was portrayed was actually pretty cool. I liked her like being that, you know, Mini Driver did one hell of a job portraying as Oswald the Penguin. She did a great job. And I feel like, oh, this is gonna be a gang war, but they never really showed that there was gonna be a power grab, a gang war throughout the show. It feels like it was. I felt like it was done off screen. That to me really is. I feel like the whole mob stuff felt like it was off screen and there was a lot of just side quests. There was so many side quests to fit in. Like, we're going to fit in every little other little like, oh, we gotta put Clayface here or Selena Kyle here. Um, you're gonna put on Gentleman Ghost. Okay, fine, and you're gonna have uh other characters and such. It just feels like it was just side quest to show until they finally did something in the later half of the episodes. That's what I feel like. It's just a side quest show. It should be more. I think they should do more and more episodic and more things like less. It felt like a show that did not really have connections, but I feel like it desperately needed. Like if they had oh my gosh, this is going to be a gang war. Like he said, show the consequences of it. Show it throughout the entire show that Batman did something and caused all this. And like I said, I like how he was portrayed, but I feel like it was like, yeah, you know what I mean, right? It just feels like there was nothing there. There was like nothing in the meat of it. There's nothing in the meat of that sort of thing. There's nothing in the meat. There's no meat of of the show, and I wish there was some. I think that's one of the main problems of Batman: The Cape Crusader is that it just doesn't have that type of just that punch to it. I just think it's more of the show feels more of a I don't know, just it's just like it's a stream of consciousness, like this podcast, but it doesn't have any connective through line. And I feel like with Bruce Tim and all this stuff, I think if they had like a sit down and said, okay, what's the main story of the show? I really think they shouldn't have done the craziest stuff. I think they should have, in my personal opinion, kept with the mob stuff, kept with the mob ties and everything else. Keep it grounded for this season and then go into other places. Go to the other situations of Gentleman Ghost or Catwoman or whatever. You build that up. That's what I truly believe. If you build that up and you build all of the around the mafia and all these other things, and have Harvey Dent there. Personally, I would not have him turn to Two Face until maybe season 2 or whatever. Heck, maybe as a series finale, as Batman being more closed off, realized he kept making these mistakes, and then maybe through the 3/4 of the show, realized maybe he's caused more harm than good. And you have, maybe Alfred, push him along, and maybe that's what it is. And he comes back and he tries to save and then fails, but in the end, he saves the day, but realizes that, yeah, he has made a ton of mistakes, and now he's had to rectify them. And slowly but surely, he becomes that, not just a man of vengeance. Vengeance. He becomes a man of true justice. That should be the whole arc of the show and how it is. That's what I believe. And don't do Harley Quinn at all. I don't think they should have done Harley Quinn at all. I like her. I like the way she portrayed, but I think they should have done Hugo Strange or whatever. Or heck, make Hugo Strange to a lady or so. Have her be portrayed the character. You can have you know Jamie Chung portray a female version of Hugo Strange or something like that, or a new character that's based on both Hugo Strange and Lockup, but not Harleen Quinzel. Because I don't see Harleen and the Joker, the new one, actually having a real relationship, whatever. It just doesn't seem that way. Are they gonna go through have that new character a punchline or whatever? But that's just my personal opinion. And I want to hear what you have to say as well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening and liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. Leave a comment section below. Let me know all that good stuff here. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.